All right. Time to go on to volume 2. If you can even remember volume 1. Some pretty good stuff in there. I don't know what's in this one, but we're going to find out. There you go, 1995. I think we saw some of those stuff. We saw Private Idol in the first one, I think. Let's go one by one. We've got a bunch of trailers here, I guess. Minigame, maybe. I can't read any of this. So, it's karaoke. I'm not gonna look at, obviously. I'm not gonna sing. Okay, this is not a very good translation. Blue Seed Freak. Let's see what this is. Button. Right. Oh, it's a video. Okay. I think there were some demos in here. I think the last one did have them, but... But yeah, there's no subtitles, there's no nothing, so I can talk over this. If you speak Japanese, you know, good for you. You can get this more than I can, but... Nice. I think these are all game trailers. Or, like, previews. I don't think these are all, like, actual anime. As far as I know. Man, what a strong start. I don't even know what this is about. Well, I hope it's entertaining anyway. I mean, I don't remember any game like this on the PCFX. It was called Blue Seed or something like that. I'll have to look back at the... Okay. I'll have to look back at the library just to check. But this could just be an anime. But most of the stuff we've seen have been OVAs, really, so... It could just be an adaptation of a game on maybe the PC engine. So I'll look into that later. Might add it to the list. I thought if I translated that thing at the bottom, but it seems to be more of a subtitle. Yeah, it's like... Is it like... The titles of the... Okay. The titles of the episodes, or like what? This might just be an anime. Like an actual one. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now, actually.
やっと私の心に気づいてくれたかな。
いや、その
あなたが私をここに。
Episode 12. What a massive jump. From what I could tell, it's an actual anime with video game adaptations. But I don't think I've seen it on the PC effects or PC Engine. I'd have to look. Oh, that's right. Old animes actually went beyond 12 episodes. That's because old animes weren't advertisements for light novels. So surprising seeing that, you know, an anime having more than 12 episodes. And more than one season. It's a shame, but I read manga anyway, so it doesn't really affect me. That looked like Asuka for a second.
はっきりとは言えない。だけど私このまま終わりにしたくないもん。そして覚えてる？ラストシーン。もう私と草薙さんが初めて出会った場所でしょ？
Man, this is a very long preview of the anime, like Jesus.
だけど私は大好きだよ。
なんだよ君。
だからさ、私たちもう一度ここから始めよう。二人の恋を応援してね。では私の可愛いところも、女の子でもやっぱりおしゃれには興味あるよね。私のお気に入りの服ちょっと見て。まずは制服。東京の花の高校生って感じでしょ。こっちはいつもの時のセーラー服。どっちも気に入ってるんだけど、みんなはどうかな。汗にまみれた体操服にブルマ。この後はみんな。
Really, we're doing a fashion review as well? This is a very long preview. This must have been the highlight of this volume. Like, jeez. There's a lot packed into this one, I think, compared to like the first one. It does seem like an interesting anime. Might have to look into it.
おしゃれな真髄はこれ。似合ってるでしょ。孫にも衣装って言うけど、アニメのアイドルといえばこれしかありません。まったくこんなことまでさせて。今巷で話題の私のフィギュアどう？私そっくりでしょ。すごくリアルに再現されてて、見たままほらこの通り。私のセクシーショット、君を虜にできるかな？まだまだ甘いですって？アンビリーバブル娘さくらさん。こっちの方がセクシーだよね。悔しいけど理想的なボディだ。いつか私もダイナマイトボディになるぞ。それじゃあここでトップシークレット。私のいた国土管理室を特別に見せちゃいます。国土管理室は総理府の管轄にあり、内閣総理大臣以外指示を出せない特別な機関。
I really wish I knew what the hell was going on. I can't even tell the genre of this anime at this point. We've gone from matchy to romance to like school life to drama to some action, I guess. Maybe some sci-fi or magic, I don't know. And now government stuff. What the hell is this? The figures were cool though.
このロッカーが噂の武器収納ロッカー。国土のメンバーはそれぞれ自分に合った銃器を持っているんだよ。
Like now it's a military action anime. Like this can't be the same anime. Oh look, they're using actual names.
ランドウエスト、ヤイバスさんは悪さ、
Can't do that anymore.
コルトガバメント。重機だけでなく車も最新。地下の車両倉庫、シトロエンの改造スペシャルカー。なんかの映画みたい。あ、おじさまごめんなさい。お詫びにセクシーショットでも。
This was distributed to the console market. I can show this. Then again, this was in 1995, so maybe not. I'll keep it in. I don't cut things out of my videos.
これじゃ本当にお嫁に行けなくなっちゃうよ。いくらセクシーショットだからって言っておじさまの裸体なんて。
Oh, we'll see. There's something for everyone.
何やってんですか。こんなの見たら本当にお嫁に行けない。ブルーシードの世界、少しは分かってくれたかな。本当にいろいろなことがあったけど、長いようで短かったこの1年。出雲から東京に連れてこられて、国土のみんなやいろいろな人と出会って、串灘としていろいろ大変なことはあったけど、今となっては大事な思い出です。ありがとう、国土の皆さん。ありがとう、カイト姉さん。そして草薙さん。最後にどんな時でも応援してくれたあなた、本当にありがとう。
Man, what a long preview intro to an anime. Video laser disc release. All 13 volumes. That's quite a lot, actually. Coming in 1996 or something like that. I've got the chats in the way. I couldn't read some of the text, but... Alright, Idol Freak. I don't know about that one. Private Idol, we saw that in the last volume, I think. This is probably about voice actors. This is probably about idols. I don't know what that is. Karaoke, obviously. Some gambling minigame. And then some news of upcoming stuff. Let's look at Private Idol. Why not? Scene 2. Okay.
FX 連続アニメ第2話、プライベートアイドルだよ。
メイスター、人気絶頂、完全無欠、21世紀のスーパーアイドル。
そこまで言う、自分のこと。
うるさい。でもね、大変なことが起こっちゃったの。
メイの後輩ライスボールとはるかさんの困った写真が。
誰だ、こんなことをするやつは。僕絶対に許さないから。
Well, to be fair, all my videos and streams are set to not for kids, so I don't think YouTube has any leg to stand on. In case any of this gets, you know, removed.
まさに衝撃のデビューってやつ？
消して見てらんない。
番組ではこの男性との事の真偽のですからこちらはですね。事情が分かり次第。
ですから行き先は私どもの方でも。はい。ですからそのライスボールはどうしてる？
社長やマネージャーとどっかに隠れてるわ。はるかお姉様もしばらく身を隠すって泣くな、うっとうしい。
ともかくこんなことをしたやつ、犯人がいるはずよ。そいつをとっ捕まえてやらなくちゃ。メイ、あんたマジ？だってあんな写真、いくら僕たちが芸能人だからってプライバシーの侵害だよ。それに考えても見てよ。お風呂に入ってるところとか寝てるところとか、そんなとこにちょろちょろ忍び込まれてるっ ことでしょ。許せる？
でも放っておくとメイもカンナもモトコもいつ取られてるかわかりませんね。いえ、案外もう取られてしまっているのかも。
それはねえ、放っておけないよ。でもどうするの？
まずはワイドショーですね。ダイスボールの方はまだよくわかりませんけど、はるかさんの写真は送られてきたってことですから、手がかりがあるかもしれません。
いやー、本当にわからないんだよ。送られてきたと言っても郵便やファックスで来たわけじゃないんだから。ゆうべ遅くにさ、局のコンピューターにオンラインで入ってきたんだ。
コンピューター通信？
そう、まあ俺たちもびっくりしてんだけどね。局のコンピューターってパスワードなきゃアクセスできないんだし、そのパスワードも局内の一部の関係者しか知らないもんだから。
じゃあ取ったのはそれを知ってる人なんですね。
まさか。いいかい、どこのテレビ局だって喉から手が出るほど欲しいのは独占スクープってやつなんだよ。パスワード知ってるような内部の人間が他局にまで丁寧に流すもんか。
だよね。それじゃあ
ハッキングってことでしょうね。
ハッキング？
だろうね。うちのシステム部も今朝からプログラムのやり直しで大わらわさ。
でもどうして？今回は送信されてきただけですけど、システムに侵入されるってことは逆に情報を取ることもできるってことです。
ってことは犯人は結構なパソコン通って可能性が強いわけね。
そういうことですね。
またパソコンオタク？なんかここんとこそんなのばっかに縁があるな。もうクタクタだよ。
メイ、だらしないですよ。脱いだものはきちんと。
はいはい、どうせ片すのは僕。元子たちの方、なんか収穫あったかな。
結局あれ以上のことはどこの局でも分かりませんでしたね。
うん、元子たちもそろそろ来ると思うんだけど、とりあえず僕はお風呂でもっと。
Oh, thank God, it's kind of censored. Now this I might have to cut out. This is like a second part to the first one we saw in the last volume. This stalker dude was like stealing her clothes or something like that. I think they caught him. Yeah. So they kind of know what he's up to. At least that's what I could gather, you know, from what we saw last time. You know, if there was at least some sort of subtitles or something, I could translate it for you, but... well, I've been doing what I can.
Yoshi, これで OK。
あれ？
ナビ？
メイ。
よかった。
元子にカンナ、ナビはどうしてたんです？それにあなたは？
さて、 どういうことか説明してちょうだいよ。あなたオルカがあの写真の犯人って言ったわよね。
ナビたちが？
犯人っていうのは適切じゃないんですけど、つまり犯人はオルカを使っているってことです。
使う？どうやって？そんなの無理よ。第一ナビは。
でも今のを見たでしょ。オルカは確かによくできたマルチメディアインターフェースですから、プロテクトも厳重です。でもやっぱりコンピューターであることに変わりはないから侵入は可能なんですよ。気力と根性があれば。
気力と根性ね。
じゃあ犯人はどっかからオルカを操ってるってこと？
そういうことです。写真を出されたジュンナさんもライスボールもオルカを持ってるでしょ。オルカが操作できればあんな写真は簡単に撮れる。逆にそうでなければあんな写真は絶対に撮れません。
そんな。
なるほど、そこまでは分かった。でもそれがあんたじゃないって証拠にはならないね。だいたいあんたは何なのよ。
俺は今回のことには少し責任を感じてて、それで。
責任？
大変ですわね。ご家族が犯人では？
いや違います。
パソコンネット？
ええ、主にアイドルのスケジュール中心なんですけど、時にはアイドルがよく出入りする店とか、そんなプライベート情報なんかも。でもその中に一人変なやつがいて、アイドルキングって名乗ってるやつなんですけど。
アイドルキング？強烈ね。
そいつ妙に事情つぶるやつで、俺前々から好きじゃなかったんですけど、最近特に流してくる情報がひどいっていうか、可愛い顔してるけどあの子は男と遊びまくってるとか、毎日同じパンツ履いてるとか。
何よそれ。
俺もついに頭にきてそいつと喧嘩したんです。いい加減デタラメな情報を流すのはやめろ、とっととこのネットから出ていけって。だって自分の憧れてるアイドルをそんな。そしたらあいつも頭きたらしくて。
それでこの騒ぎってわけ。
そんなことではるかお姉様は。
すみません、俺も狙われるのはてっきりメイさんだと思ってたんで。
僕？どうして？
俺がメイさんとナビさんのファンだってことで、あいつもそれは知ってるから。
それはどうも。それでお風呂を覗いたんですね。
お風呂は違いますってば。俺方法はわからないけどメイさんが狙われると思って。そしたらあの時もナビさんが変な信号を出したんで、もしかしたらって思って。
じゃあまさか。
写真はすでに何枚か撮られているのかも。ライスボールとジュンナさんは予告で、本番はメイさんってことも。
そんな。
ナビー。
ナビさんが悪いわけじゃありません。
どうするもこうするも早くなんとかしなくっちゃ。そんな写真なんて出されたら僕。そのアイドルキングってのどこの誰だかわかんないの？
分かっていれば俺だってこんな苦労はしません。
ナビが追ってみます。
ナビが？どうやって？
意識はなくともさっき来た指令は私の中にデータとして残っているはずです。それを探して逆探知すれば。
なるほど。でも結構大変な仕事ですよ。
ナビ。
メイ、ナビだって頭に来てるんです。私たちオルカをそんな風に使うなんて許せません。大丈夫、やってみせます。では行ってきます。気
気をつけてね、ナビ。
うまくいくかしら。
大丈夫ですよ。ナビさんは特別なオルカですから。
向こう、あの向こうに。もう少し。見えた。あそこが。あれは。あなたは誰？
私はあなたのもう一人のね。
やあ、こんばんはメイスター。それに素子ちゃんにカンナちゃん。もう一人いる余計な野郎はどうやらナイト・オブ・シルバーくんのようだね。
ナイト・オブ・シルバー。
俺のハンドルネームです。すいません。
さて、メイちゃんどうだね。ファーストコンサートの準備は。僕も一ファンとしてとても楽しみにしてるんだけど。
てめえ、いい加減にしろよ。
そうはいかないさ。これからが面白くなるところなんだぜ。
ちょっとやだ。
僕のコレクションの一枚だよ。こんな写真がコンサートで見られたら君のファンも大喜びすると思うけどな。
冗談じゃないよ。そんなことさせるもんですか。
と言ったって君たちにはどうすることもできないさ。
ナビ。
僕を探そうなんてするからだよ。
ナビをどうしたのよ。
何？少しの間預からせてもらうだけだよ。ことが大きくなると面倒だし、彼女だけはちょっと邪魔なんでね。
返して、ナビを返して。
じゃあね、コンサート楽しみにしているよ。
待て。
ナビ。そんな。
夜が更けて傘を差す高層ビルの
Man, the first volume must have been really profitable because we're giving us full, maybe half episode length previews. I mean, so far we spent more time in the first like 30 minutes than we did on the first volume. Just it's only been 2 segments. That was pretty good. I mean, I can get the gist of it. You know, you didn't really need subtitles, but you know, I don't really have to spell it out for you what happened. And here's the credits, I guess. I'm not gonna translate it because it goes by too fast, but you know, shout out to all these people. Seems like a great anime. That's another good thing about going back to these, because NEC or NEC and Sega had a lot of promotional material like this for their consoles, so it's a pretty good way to learn about old anime or games or manga that you wouldn't otherwise know about. I might just go and look this up, you know, watch it after this. So big ups to the Anime Freaks guys for you know, putting me onto this. And I think Anime Freaks is I mean, it's a NEC specific thing, but I think they're like a private maybe magazine or publishing. I don't know how these work, like digital magazine or something like that is what you'd call these. I don't know. Most I can think of is promotional material. I don't know what you would call these discs, because I know the Sega Saturn had some and the PS1 has some as well. I mean, all this stuff is like Japan only type stuff, you know. I don't think American companies did this, or American publishing companies did this. But let's look at Idol Freak, I guess. Any subtitle? Idol Freak. Fujimiya Momiji. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming it's an idol interview and a voice actor interview here. Satoshi Sakurai. That's... could be a guy, I don't know. Sounds like a male's name, but... we'll go with the idol first, see what this is about. Well, I think she just said the subtitle that I just read, so... what is this? This looks animated. This is the girl from Blue Seed. The main girl. I think the first volume had something like this, like a quick date with one of the main characters from one of the preview animes we saw. I'm gonna try to translate all the dialogue that I can, so that's cool. I think every volume might have something like that then. First volume had a pool date with one of the characters. Forgot her name though. But this is nice. I wonder if this was made specifically for the magazine or the preview disc, or if they actually made this for something else like an OVA. Some of the text might be cut out though. Can't do much about that. The translation kind of goes wherever it wants. But you know, for a 90s otaku, this is probably one of the best things you could do. This is probably one of the best consoles you could get. Aside from a Sega Saturn, obviously. And I'm not being sarcastic. It's a very ornate candle holder. Jesus. Oh, missed that one. I was all tabbed out. Nice. This must have come out in December of 95, probably. Very messed up translation on here, so, my bad if you can barely read some of the creators and producers and whatnot. Big ups to them. That was nice. Alright, now we move on to Voice Freak. Don't know what this is about, so.
桜井智ちゃんの素顔に迫るボイスフリークだよ。
今一人のレディーが我々にいろいろなメッセージを発信してきている。彼女の言葉、そして声を聞くとなぜか幸せにさせられてしまう。彼女は一体何者なのか。彼女の名前は桜井智。彼女は一体どんな女性なのだろうか。我々は街に出て彼女の実態を探るべく早速調査を開始した。神出鬼没の彼女、一体どこにいるのか。あら、あの人でしょ。ともちゃん、一体どこにいるの？いたら返事して。なんか怪しげな業界風の男、この人なら。
すみません、この人知ってます？
ああ、この子ならよく知ってますよ。
何？知ってる。チャララーンチャララララーン。
意外とそのアーティストのパワーの大きさっていうんですか、そんなに背丈もない方だと思うんですけども、前から見た時に非常に背が高く見えたという印象だったんですよ。常になんかチャレンジをしてるっていう精神をすごく感じましたよね。
なんとともちゃんは歌手としても大人気。この映像は我々が極秘に入手した五反田 U ポートホールでのライブ風景。オリジナルバニータイプのベースを持ってアクティブなステージをやっているようだ。ライブの様子じっくりと見せてしんぜよう。悩ましい表情。これなら僕だって見に行きたい。パワフルな歌手桜井智ちゃん、アーティストとしてのお言葉は。
みんなが本当に喜んでくれている、こう例えばこうとかね、わーとか、例えば何もしなくても聞いてくれてるなっていう顔とか見てるとすごく私も嬉しくなっちゃうんですよ。だからそういうのでまたさらに元気パワーアップみたいな、みんながね笑顔で笑って帰ってくれたらいいなっていうのはありますよね。
オッケーオッケー。ああ、消えてっちゃう。どちらに？ああ、また操作のやり直しだ。ハチ行くぜ。そんなもんいないか。
よく存じ上げております。
ガチョーン、まさに神出鬼没。
でも彼女は非常に歌の勘はいいんですね。本当に、バッチリその雰囲気っていうのを一発で掴んでしまうっていう勘は非常に持ってまして、そこら辺は本当に歌い手さんとしてすごいなと思います。
我々はレコーディングスタジオでともちゃんを待つことにした。この曲はラジメーション気まぐれオレンジロードオリジナルの主題歌「今宵ランデブー」。まさにレコーディングの真っ最中の真っ盛り。
私にとって歌って結構ね元気の元っていうかね、気分いいじゃないですか。一人でブースに入ってヘッドホンしても自分だけの世界で、その詩の世界にも結構入り込んで歌いますので、まだねやっぱりね歌の場合、レコーディングの場合は結構やり始めて長いです、私の中で、桜井智の中で。だから結構楽しめちゃうのかもしれない。アルバムのキャンペーンがあったんですけれども、その時にちょうどね私のバースデーが重なった、あれは札幌でした、だったんですよ。でその時に歌い終わったらいきなりクラッカーがバンバンバンって鳴って客席から、半分怖くて半分嬉しくて結構ね本当にびっくりしちゃったんですよ私。でなんかバンバンバンって一番前の方たちがたくさんやってたから、いやー私誕生日だみたいな感じですごい嬉しかったですね。直撃受けました。
ちょっとまた今度も？これじゃ捕まえられないじゃない。約束が。もう次こそは。ガガー ここで我々は独自のルートを使って桜井友のマル秘映像を入手することに成功した。
この船は別の世界に存在する船なの。
なんと友ちゃん、舞台女優としてもご活躍。この舞台は95年3月に行われた「沈まない船」という作品。演劇の世界でも一目置かれている女優だったのか。
生きて日本へ帰るのよ。何のために？子供を産んだことがあるの。19の時よ。妻子のある人が相手に殺してくれって言われるのは、
いつもは声の世界で楽しませてくれるともちゃん。でもこんな表情を見せてくれるのなら僕もファンになっちゃう。好き好き。
歌手の桜井友の時にはこうしようとか、声優の桜井友にはこうしようとか、あと舞台に立ってる時に私はこうしようっていう、そういう使い分けているっていうわけじゃないんですよ。まあどの仕事も結構いつも全力投球でいつもぶつかっていますけれども、でね、私歌からスタートして舞台ってすごく難しそうだな、2時間も3時間もね、舞台の上でセリフを覚えて、そんなことが私にできるんだろうか、もしセリフを忘れてしまったらどうしようっていうのがあって、舞台のお話来た時になんかやだやだってずっとやってなくって、そしてチャレンジした時に、わあ舞台ってこんな楽しいものだったんだって発見できたんですよ。
ちょっといずこへ、まだまだお話が。こうなりゃとことん追いかけるぞ。
いいだろ。
この声はここなら絶対に捕まえられるはず。
224の例の
この台本ということは
本物の声優ですね。
じゃじゃーん、ほらいたいた。
他の人は真似できない抜群のものを持ってますね。素晴らしいです。大きい一つ芝居の振りができる、大胆な、一つ女優さんになってほしいなと思います。
ここはおなじみ OVA 神秘の世界エルハザードのアフレコ現場。ともちゃんのアフレコテクニックをちょっと拝見。
いいだろ。ほれ、先生付き合ってくれよ。ちっきしょう、これが飲まずにいられるかってんだよ。
さすが。
声優のお仕事っていうのはまだ始めて2年経たないくらい、1年半以上2年未満っていう感じなんで、本当に声優の桜井友さんって言われると、私が声優って呼ばれていいのかなってなんか悪くなっちゃって、でも本当はすごく嬉しかったりとかして、私もね、小さい頃よくアニメを見て心を動かされた記憶があるんですよ。例えばもうアニメのストーリーに入り込んで一緒に笑ったり、時には泣いちゃったりね、入り込みすぎて、そういうことがあったんでね、なんかそのアニメを見てくれている人たちもうそんなことがあるのかと思うとね、すごく自分が小さい頃に見ていたアニメのその声優っていうお仕事に就けるってすごくなんか嬉しいなっていうか、みんなに夢を与えることもできるんだなっていう意味ですごくやりがいのあるお仕事です。
そうだよね。実はともちゃんが我々にあるメッセージを残してくれたぞ。バースデーパーティーなら捕まえられると。一体どういうことだ。そしてついに、
よく追いかけてきたわね。あなたをバースデーパーティーに招待してあげるわ。
わーいわーい、嬉しいな。ついにともちゃんの実態が。何、ちょっといくらアンパンが好きだからって言ったってあなた。いつもは遠い存在のともちゃんがこんな身近に、そしてこんなプレゼントも。これがともちゃん名物こしあんルーレット。アンパンに紛れ込んだこしあんを当てた人は素敵なプレゼントが。
We're just watching a voice actress interview or slight documentary. If anybody's coming in this late, you've already missed 2 anime previews, which were pretty good.
最近私はですね、声優のお仕事も本当にたくさんやらせていただくようになりました。あとはね、歌の方も頑張ってますし、舞台の方も今後もね、ずっとやっていくつもりですし、これからも応援してください。
歌手、女優、 そして声優と大忙しの桜井智ちゃん。君の笑顔、歌声、言葉を聞くとなんだか幸せになれるような気がする。次は素顔の君を捕まえたい。
All right. That was a bit of a rundown of I don't know if she's still working, but Sakurai Tomo's voice actress work back in the day in 1995. Can't say I know many, voice actors or Japanese voice actors in specific, but that was nice to look at. Kind of curious now on what anime she was actually voicing on that one of those segments. I didn't recognize it, honestly. Although it's probably talking about it here somewhere. Just doing a little bit of a quick skim through. Yep, cheers for her, I guess. Hope she's doing fine. But yeah, this is all staying here for prosperity. Really nice stuff. We still have got like half of these segments left to go. And get a phone number there and like contact info, so it's probably leaving it there for a little while. Anytime now. Oh, just have to press A. Karaoke, I'm just gonna skim through this. I'm not gonna sing, obviously. Got some songs here. If I were any bigger, I'd probably be singing, but I'm not. Nobody's gonna want to see me, so sing. I heard Seiyu, so it's probably voice actor data, like information. Yeah, voice actor encyclopedia, male voice actor edition, PCFX, latest software production. Survey conducted in July 1995. This is just like last time. It's just a bunch of info on different voice actors. What is this? Latest software intro, latest stuff coming in for the PCFX. God is Heaven. Uh-huh. What is this? God is Heaven 2. And then what the hell is this? Blue Breaker. I don't know if these games actually came out. Maybe they did. I'll have to take a look at that. I have the library. I just haven't actually looked at it. What is this? Are these actual demos, or? Because I know the games in the last PCFX thing we looked at, they were actually in the library. So they did come out. I don't know about these, though. It looks really good, though. And what does that say? God is Heaven. I'll have to look at it in the library. Nice. You've got like background info, I guess, is what this would be. Yeah, it's like telling you about the game, probably. Looks like an RPG of sorts. It looks pretty nice, yeah. I recognize that type of like little sprite anywhere. A lot of NEC games use that kind of sprite. Seeing some interesting screens here. Some concept art. Nice. And then the last one, Blue Breaker. So I guess you could call this a magazine of sorts. The Anime Freak. This would be the promotional materials at the end of the magazine. Oh, these look nice. Releasing in spring 1995, so a year after this, or just about. Some more info, doesn't really matter nowadays, but in case you need it. And that was it, because I'm not going to navigate the encyclopedia, so let's look at the minigame here. High and low. I think I know what this is. I'm guessing we're playing with the Seiyu. Yeah. Sakurai Tomo.
こんにちは、桜井友です。トランプの数字が上か下かを決めるのよ。同じ数字だったら引き分け。もう一回ね。商品がかかってるから頑張ってね。あ、そうそう。10秒以内に決めないと失格だよ。それじゃあ、ハイアンドローゲーム、スタートするよ。上か下か。
I don't remember who was in the last volume, the first one, but we had a rock paper scissors minigame.
へえ、いい感してるのね。
Totally failed at it, but I think we can win this one. I'm a gambling man.
さあ、上か下か。
See, look at that.
へえ、
I better get something for
いい感
doing
して
this.
るのね。さあ、上か下か。すごい、当たった当たった。さあ、上か下か。頑張って当ててね。へえ、いい感してるのね。
Yeah, I better get something for getting all this right.
さあ、上か下か。頑張って当ててね。
Didn't mean to cut her off, but
へえ、
okay, this might just go on
いい感
forever.
してるのね。
Now that I look at the scoring system, and I'm not getting anything out of it, so I might just go until I lose.
すごい、当たった当たった。
A little bit of audio distortion on that. That was not me.
さあ、残念だったね。今度は頑張ってね。
Yeah, I think the game is just kind of bugging out right here, but that's fine.
惜しかったね。でもまた遊ぼうね。バイバーイ。
Thank you, Tomo-chan. That was actually not that bad. A little bit better than rock, paper, scissors. What is this? PCFX Bishoujo Illustration Selection 107, and then news is like upcoming Anime Freaks news, like actual news for the magazine. It says Bishoujo, so I'm hesitant to actually show that. So we're gonna look at it last.
開発裏話やみんなからのお便りを紹介するよ。
Alright, Freak News. Making of Anime Freaks. User's voice. Staff list. What does that say? What do you think of the second issue of Anime Freak? We've packed in as much animation as you can with the PC effects, to the limit of what can fit on a CD-ROM. I think they did pretty well. You know, we got to watch like almost 2 anime episodes of 2 different animes, and they were pretty good. On top of all the extra stuff too. Please send us your thoughts and opinions. The address can be found in user's voice. Okay, you can send stuff into them, or you used to be able to, so nice. Oh, I pressed back by mistake.
開発裏話やみんなからのお便りを紹介するよ。
So this just confirms these were actual magazines, like digital magazines. I don't know if they were an actual publisher of an actual, you know, physical magazine, but I don't know. The first issue went on sale while we were still producing this issue, and we have been surprised by the overwhelming response. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good magazine. It's too bad it only has like 6 volumes. As far as I know. I can only get that many. I'm just gonna translate all these for you guys to read, I guess. I feel like we'd be here kind of forever, and I can kinda not see some of the text. Oh, look at that, they got a bunch of feature requests. Yeah, Macross, Tenchi Muyo, 3x3 Eyes, Blue Seed, they did to do that. My Goddess is already a game on the PCFX, so they could have done that. Record of Lodoss War has a game on the PCFX, I think. Astro Boy Ghost in the Shell as well. Sailor Moon would have been nice to see. But I don't think I've seen them on the covers of the other volumes, so. Alright, some voice actors, some Seiyu requests. Some requests for Idol Freaks. I could have got one from Tokimeki Memorial, which is a pretty good dating sim or life sim type of game. I would recommend that. Graduation, I have it, I just haven't played it. Yuna from Galaxy Ojo-sama. Densetsu Yuna, yeah, I have those games too. Might play them at some point. Minerva sounds familiar. I've heard that before. Those look like potato chips. Okay. Uh-huh. Nice. I hope they did all the things they wanted to. Obviously, they couldn't do many things. I don't think this went on for too long because it's PCFX and NEC's life cycle, basically, but I hope they did get to do a bunch of things. Because this is a pretty good thing. A pretty good project. If anything, I want to know if more digital magazine publishings like this. And there's like some slight audio distortion. I think that's just because I'm trying to translate all this pretty fast. But yeah. You can see they had a bunch of ambition and like passion behind all this stuff too. Yeah, the rock, paper, scissors was kind of hard. You know. Anime Freak will live on. It almost did. Almost. And then staff list. There's no need for me to like translate any of this. This is all credits. Just leave it there for their original alphabet. Anybody who cares can, you know, look them up or something. I hope these aren't long credits. Because we can just play the ones on the next volumes, like maybe the last. Yeah, we'll play the credits on the very last volume. Which is volume 6, I think. Alright, well this looks like the Bishoujo illustration selection. Anime? Okay, I don't think that's a correct translation. Maybe it is. And that's Rolfie from one of the PCFX games in the background. She's like a bit of a mascot or something. I don't actually know. I just know she has her own game. I don't know what any of this means, so we're gonna go one by one. Private Idol, Blue Seed, Zenki. I feel like I know what that is. If I look at it, I'll know what it is. Yeah, there's Rolfie. I don't know, I forgot the name of her game, but... The image character of Anime Freak FX. She's a spoiled brat, but she's strong-willed. Favorite food is ice cream. I'm not gonna read all of these, obviously. But nice. Yeah, some very terrible audio distortion. I think it's just because I'm translating. She looks familiar. Is she from, like, Angelique? Yeah. The, I think it's an RPG series. That's also on Sega Saturn and maybe PlayStation 1. Second year student, blah blah blah, yeah. It's a series I would like to play, but I don't think there's an English translation for any of it, so you just got all the characters from the series. And these are all PCFX games. I know because I know they're on it. I know Angelique has a game or two on PCFX. I know they're on the PC Engine CD, I think, because I've seen them. Did we... Oh, there's more stuff here. Did we not go in order? Did I skip through some stuff? Hold on. I feel like I skipped through some things. Let me get back to where we were. Where is Rolfie? What were we looking at? Okay, hold on. Okay, there were the first two that we weren't looking at. So Private Idol. Yeah, we saw her. So, like, I'm not gonna read all of them, only the ones that are, like, you know, eye-catching or something to me. You got the main character, what was it, Ami-chan? Or Mai, considering it's Japanese. So you get the main character. She's supposed to be a popular idol, but she ended up getting caught up in a case and searching for the culprit. And she's acting like a detective. So now the name makes sense. Nice. Gonna be looking at this anime later on. Looks pretty good. You got the other character here. I'm telling you, cannot beat 1990s and 80s anime. Early 2000s works too, but the 90s art styles, maybe the 80s too, they were the peak of animation. Okay. They said her name multiple times and I forgot what it is, so that's my bad. Okay, so Blue Seed is some sort of like magic type, military special stuff, and school setting genre. I don't know. It looked interesting enough, the romance at least, so I think I'll check it out at some point. This was Rolfie. Okay, now we're back on track. Angelique Special was the name of the game. And what is this? Can Can Bunny, I do know that series as well. Sega Saturn has a bunch of games on this. I'm not going to translate these. I'm going to translate the names just so you know. We'll be here all day. I think they're kind of like dating sims or something like that. Visual novels, maybe. But I know the Sega Saturn has a few games. I know PC 98, the Sharp X6800 has these games. I don't think they're on Nintendo consoles. I don't think so. But they're on PC effects and like NEC consoles as well. Been wanting to play them. They're just Japanese only, and there's no translation that I can find so far, so maybe there is, I just haven't looked hard enough, but they're on the list eventually. I think this is what I think it is, yeah. Another game we also played on this channel. She was one of the main characters, the main female lead. Yeah, pretty cool. It was, I forgot the name already. It was Vajra something, Doji Zenki Fight, I think was the name of the game. Now, what is this? Can Can Bunny Extra DX was another version of that game. It has like multiple games actually. I think the Sega Saturn has the most titles, maybe. And I want to say it's a dating sim. It's just the Sega Saturn also has a bunch of dating sims and like visual novels. So good art so far. I won't lie to you. Like even the backgrounds look really nice. It looks very 90s-ish. Yeah, I think the CD-ROM is down. You can hear some of the audio crackling here and there. I think I've been translating to the full extent of the AI's abilities or whatever it's using. And we've still got a lot more to go, by the way. Ojo-sama, I don't know what the... Angelique? No, that's at the top. I don't know what this one is. Translation's not helping. You know? Looks interesting. I feel like I've seen this art style before, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh well. Yeah, that was it for this round. What is this? Ojo-sama, Yuna. Yep, there's Yuna. We saw one of her previews in the last volume. Might have been also on the PC Engines magazine disc instead of this one, but another series I'd like to play if they were all translated, which I think I have them translated, so it wouldn't be too bad to play through. There was a little bit of Yuri going on in this series. That's all I can surmise from it. Super Real Mahjong. I know this is a game on the PCFX. I've seen it. And I'm never playing Mahjong, so I'm not playing it. The Japanese have such a weird fixation on Mahjong and having pretty women in it. Because I feel like that's the only way they'll actually play video games with, you know, Mahjong on it. Surprisingly. What is this? First love story? That doesn't look like the art style on the cover of First Love Story. Or yeah, I'm thinking of a different title with that name. But these are all PCFX titles. What is this? Graduation 2? I think it's got a different name. It's like Sutsugyu or something like that. I forgot. You know, don't quote me on that, but it's not an English name. But I do recognize that the characters in the art style. You know, pretty good. I kind of just gave up on translating a lot of the things. And that's just laziness in my defense, but... So yeah, most of these have been visual novels and like dating sims. Not all of them. There's been a few. I don't know what this one is. Lilith? I know in the last Idol Freak, one of the main characters was Lilith or somebody like that. It was one of the first previews we saw, one of the animes, but I forgot the name of it. Or not anime, but like one of the games. You know what I mean. There was a character named like that, and I forgot. It's kind of hard to tell with this translation going all over the place. There's a Langrisser stuff there. Tenchi Muyo at the bottom, I think it's trying to translate that. And this one, I think I know what it is. I just don't remember the name. Yep. I think it's like a platformer or something like that. It's all cutesy and stuff. Not bad. We'll play all these games eventually. Yeah, there's Langrisser. I started playing the FX, which is a port of the first game. And I think it's the best way to play it, too. Especially with all the anime cutscenes and like upscaling and whatnot. But it's only in Japanese. I don't think there's a translation. I think the Super Nintendo one, or maybe a Sega version, has a translation. I don't remember. But I chose to play this one because the PCFX is just great. The PCFX was the otaku's choice console as far as anime stuff goes. I cannot translate that. Jeez. This doesn't look familiar at all. I don't know what this is. The art style is so different already. Yeah, I don't know what game this is. Looks cool. Okay, what about these? Okay, they're going through every game in the PCFX library then. Okay, this is a visual novel. This looks like it could be on the PC 98. Yeah. It says 2. It's not... Yeah, it's not translating very well. But I feel like I know what the game is, so... It's not a problem. Just gonna go through all these pretty quickly. Now, visual novels are not on the list, specifically, just because you wouldn't want me to sit here and translate every individual bit of text and then read it. That's not... That wouldn't seem very fun, in my opinion. I don't know what this one is either, but the art looks really nice. I'm trying to read the background there. It looked interesting. It almost feels like they took hand-drawn characters and then, you know, copied them onto a digital background. Which is fine, it looks pretty good. It's a very unique way of doing it. You know, the way it looks and all that. It's nice. Dragon Knight 4. I have seen this. I think this one's one of the few RPGs on this console. It's got some nice CGs. Could have fooled me. I would have thought that last one was Record of Lodoss War. That looks interesting. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on translating. I don't want to mess up the CD-ROM even more. That looks more anime-ish. Throwing me off here with the genre. Could be a dating sim, could be an RPG of sorts. It looks nice. I know those sound effects are bothering somebody. It's almost getting to me, but it's not that bad. This looks like Ceres. She looks like Celica. What game is this? I can't translate that. I could barely read it. Huh. Art style looks familiar. It's got FX in the title. So does this one. So do like half the games in the library. But on to the next tab, the final one. Out of curiosity. Okay. I feel like I've seen her before. What game is this? This art style looks really this is a shoujo manga art style. Like a very old one. Looks good though. Alright, interesting. Wish I could mute the sound effects for you, but unfortunately I cannot. And with this, it'll be kind of the end of, alright, this preview, or this magazine disc. That looks interesting. It's got a Z in the title. Take a look at that later. A lot of cool art styles in here, like a lot of nice, well-drawn stuff. It just looks pretty cool. Looks like something I'd really love to play at some point. Alright, nice. You saw me trying to translate the title, I couldn't make it out. It's kind of hard. Something Heaven 2? That looks like a different art style somehow. Like I said, these are all very unique. It's very nice to look at. And I'm not going to translate for these final ones. I can already feel the CD-ROM, you know, dying, offing. It's just a shame there's not many games for the PCFX. So I could go and check if I have all these. It's like maybe some of these didn't come out, but maybe they did. But I'd love to look at it anyway. Nice. Pretty cool. I mean, I don't have much to say. I kind of enjoyed looking through all these. What is this? Thanks to you, Anime Freak has been well received. Ralphie is happy to see you, blah blah. Yeah, I can't read the sides because my chat's in the way, but Anime Freak Zone Beautiful Girl Contest. Okay, they're announcing it, so they haven't actually done it. This might be on the next volume. Popular girls from PCFX, from the very limited library of PCFX games, mind you. Alright. So I guess you would go through the gallery and kind of figure out which one would be your favorite. And you would give in your info and then put it in there. What is this, like rewards? A big gift for 300 people. Nice. So they were very, like, this is nice to see, you know, a console maker and all their games and the publisher basically, you know, being open, transparent, and like cool with the audience. You don't ever actually see that. Ever. So it's really nice to see that NEC actually gave a shit. Yeah, it's a shame PC Engine and PCFX didn't actually go anywhere, but I don't know. It's great. It's a great console. It's just very hard to access now because it's in Japanese only. So somebody like me that actually wants to get into it, it's very hard. So, but that was Anime Freaks Volume 2. There's no menu or anything. No title screen. But, you know, until next time, I guess. We can check out the next volume on the next list, maybe? We'll do that. So, goodbye.